Good morning to everyone. Welcome to the channel again. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. It is part of the Spirit Wheels toolkit, as I see it, because it's lesson that we learn during our travel. But it's a little bit of a sidetrack. So today and this week I've been mending fences because the sheep. Where are you, sheepies? Over there, they keep going through and going to places that I really don't want them to go into, and particularly to places I don't want them to go into. And so I've been arguing with those fences, and I had to go and buy a little bit more fence, and then the fence that I got wasn't long enough, and it went on and on and on, and the fences are really hard, and my hand is hurting when I'm twisting the pliers, and suddenly I had a thought, hang on a minute. What are you doing? What does it mean? We're talking here about shamanic way of living, shamanic healing, understanding what we're doing here and understanding the lessons that we were given. So I'm looking at those fences, and you can see some of them are rusted, sticks are sticking in them. And I start to think about where my limits are. Am I clear about where my limit is, where my fence is? This is it. This is how far you can go and no more. I don't have to make another fence and another fence and another fence. I don't have to say, I'm willing to go this far, or I'm willing to give that much of myself, or I can, allow this person to talk to me like this, but then no more. But then when it happens, I sort of give them a little bit more of a leeway, and I give the area around me a little bit more of a leeway, and I forget to breathe in the whole thing because I'm so occupied of just keep moving my fences, because I'm not actually clear about where my limit stands, where my space is. So I keep changing it. And then if I change it and I don't know where it is, why would anyone else, why would the world understand where my limit is? I have to give that very, very clear place for the world, for myself, first of all. This is my space. This is who I am. This is my limit. I'm willing to go this far and no more. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to have lessons that are so difficult. I understand that I need to learn through maybe some things that in the physical, emotional, but I don't want pain, and I don't want anyone to yell at me, and I don't want anyone to stand in the way and tell me what I can or can't do when I am in peace and harmony with my surrounding and my environment. So as I'm fixing those fences this morning, I went, so this is what it's teaching me. This is why those fences keep breaking. That's why the sheep keep coming through in those places, because I am not within myself clear. And if I'm not clear, why would anyone else be clear, including the sheep? So just going to say hello here to Friendly, who you see is just very, very close by, and quite happy for me to talk to her and pet her. That's why she's called Friendly. Hello, darling. Anyway, so today's little video, I think, is all about that. It's about understanding and checking out where our own fences are. What are we willing to go to? What's the limit, the place we're willing to go to and no more? And make sure that it's very, very clear for ourselves first. If it's clear for us, it'll be clear for everyone else around. And I think this is as a nation, this is as humans in general, but it all starts from our own personal thing. So for today, I would ask you to just breathe. I would ask you to take a breath. Here is beautiful, Friendly. Just take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. When you breathe in, remember to use your lungs, your rib cage at the bottom there, like an accordion. So you're not breathing up here in the chest, but you're actually breathing down and not in your stomach. We're not doing yoga. We are just breathing with the lungs completely open. So if you put your hands on the side of your ribs, you push it as you breathe. You can push it as you talk. You use that rib cage so it's flexible, and you breathe in while you're pushing your ribs out, and you breathe out. And you put yourself in this moment, a moment of safety while you're breathing. It can be for 1 minute, it can be for 30 seconds. I would suggest for you that today or any other day, you go into your car, sit in the car, don't start the car yet. Take 2 or 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Say, this is me. I'm here. At this moment, nothing else around, just me. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel this right now, this moment. As you open your eyes, tell yourself, I am aware and I'm awakened, and I'm willing to face and see what my true limits are. I am here. And you start looking at, and every time you just look at one, not a lot, where in your life you're allowing those limits to bleed. And try and start dealing with them every day. It's good when you go to your car because you're usually in a hurry, but you hold yourself back for a minute and you take a breath. Those 2 or 3 breathing moments or seconds are not going to make a difference, even if you're really, really in a hurry. And I'm not talking if you're running away from some danger, but I'm talking about the everyday life. And I wanted to tell you a story about breathing and about that limit and about that surrounding where you decide, this is my fence and nothing can go in here. So quite a few years ago, I think it was 2010 or something, I was teaching a workshop of flower essences. And it was right in the middle of a time where we were at the time, where there were bombs going everywhere and there were suicide bombers everywhere. It was pretty intense. It's a really crazy place. And for some reason, a group of people decided they wanted to have a workshop of flower essences. We were sort of on the 2nd floor of a building. I brought pictures of flowers because I didn't want to pick wild flowers. I usually, when I do flower essences for myself, I use the flowers in their place, at the place, and I don't pick them. I just bend them gently into the water, which we'll learn about that another time. But because we were in the middle of a city, I brought pictures, and I was teaching how to make flower essence, how to get the vibration of the flowers through the photos and transferring them into little bottles. Anyway, as we are sitting there, we're all talking and we are doing some exercise in learning how to feel the flowers. Alarms start to go on and we could hear a mess outside, and it was pretty intense. And people got really, really nervous. And I just said, everyone, let's sit down, take a breath, let's breathe. This moment, in this place, at this particular space that we are completely safe. We are here for a reason. We're here to learn about flower essences. Everyone breathe. And it was like everyone together, it was amazing that everyone started breathing in and out with the lungs opening. Everything else got quiet around us. Nobody actually, I don't know what happened outside, but it was definitely not influenced. We were like in this amazing bubble. And for the next 3 hours, we were working on the essences and all that sort of stuff. And it was like we were in a complete different place, different part of the world, or in the middle of a rainforest in the most peaceful place. It was amazing. And when we finished, we did a thank you circle, and we all got, I figured I rang everyone afterwards, and everyone got home safely and everything was good. And everyone comment later that it was amazing. It was like the world stopped because we made a decision and we said, This is our safe space. We are sitting here now and we are doing this, and nothing and nobody is going to bother us because we are not asking for that experience. Our experience now is flower essences. It was really amazing. It taught me a huge lesson. Anyway, so for today, I'm going to go and continue mending my fence while thinking about all this, but sending you lots of love, lots of healing, hoping to continue tomorrow with the spirit wheel on our next token. Please share, please subscribe, please like, leave a comment. I love you lots, and I really thank you. Bye-bye.